What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Bonnie and this is my channel where I talk about all things lifestyle and DIY. So if you're interested in either of those, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on those notifications. But today I'm really excited to share with you guys my DIY Among Us themed birthday party that I threw for Landon. So if you guys want to see all the details, just keep watching.
Fly away to the skies, shining bright like a sunshine, dreaming high like the stars, dancing through.
So this is the backdrop that I am using for the birthday party. I purchased everything off of Amazon, so I will link everything that I have down below. But I hung it up because I wanted to see if I could get some of the wrinkles out overnight, but it didn't really work, so oh well. But the table and the chairs will be moving later on, but the first thing that I'm going to get started with is the balloon garland. For the balloon garland, I also purchased this electric pump, and I got this off of Amazon as well, but it is such a time saver and I use it for every single birthday party and balloon garland that I make. These balloons, also from Amazon, they are a 100 pack of 12-inch balloons. I always use just one size because you can blow up the balloons at different sizes if you want, and I just got a variety of colors because that's going to be the theme for this Among Us birthday. I also purchased this off of Amazon. It is a balloon garland kit, so it comes with the garland strip that you're going to use to make it, and then it also comes with glue dots to add extra stuff. So I'm going to start off by unboxing the balloon pump. It is electric, so you can just plug it right in and then start using it. What I like about this balloon pump, I think it was only like $20, but it has two sides that can blow up balloons. One side is controlled by a switch and the other side is controlled by pressure. So if you push down on it with the balloon over the nozzle, it will blow up the balloon for you, which I think is kind of cool because at that time, two people can blow up balloons at the same time. So I'm using the pressure side because it's just easier than turning a button on and off. And I'm not sure about you guys, but I typically blow up balloons and tie them with one finger, but you might see me switch back and forth in this video. But let me know in the comments below if you tie your balloons with one or two fingers. So go ahead and take the balloon garland strip out of the bag and unwrap it. It looks like a roll of tape, but it has a bunch of little hole punches that are all around it so that you can push the balloon through it. So I unravel the entire roll and then I just kind of start putting balloons in through the holes. There is no method that I constantly go by. There are holes that are super close to each other, so I usually skip about 2 in between each balloon. But if it gets too tight between the balloons, they start popping off. And if that happens, then I skip either 3 or 4 just to give them a little more room to move. I ended up propping mine on the table so it was a little bit easier for me to see everything, and then I just continued filling up the strand with all of my balloons. Once the backdrop is completed, I go ahead and grab some yarn from my craft box and a pair of scissors to cut it with, and I hang up my balloon garland onto my backdrop. I start on one side and then I move to the other. My backdrop is weighted with sandbags, so it will be able to hold a balloon garland up. I kind of just play with the positioning of the balloon garland until I am satisfied with it. I actually don't like this part hanging off on the right side, so I went ahead and I cut it off. Now I'm going to take some glue dots and add some extra balloons to the areas that I think it needs it. So after the balloon garland is done being set up, I move on to the dessert table. I got this folding table from Target when they were on sale, and I actually have 2 of them that I use a lot, so they're really nice to have, especially for birthday parties. Now I'm going to add the tablecloth to the table. This was also purchased off of Amazon. I really like it because it is super long, so it touches the floor on all of the sides, and I think it just gives a dessert table a really nice look. Now I'm going to add fairy lights to the backdrop. I'm doing this because I want this Among Us theme to look like it's in outer space, so these twinkle lights or these fairy lights are definitely going to make that happen. I really like these fairy lights because they plug into a USB outlet, so you can plug it into like your phone charger plug-in or anything else that has like a USB port on it. And it also came with a remote that controls the lights, and it has different options for the way the lights show. So I decided to use black electrical tape to hold the fairy lights onto the backdrop. All I did was take one piece and I put it onto the fairy light and then attached it to the backdrop, and then I moved on in a zigzag pattern across the entire backdrop. Now I can move on to hanging up my little crewmates that I made with my Cricut onto the backdrop. I definitely think they pull this whole theme together. So I laid them out just to kind of get a visual of how I want them to be on the backdrop. They do face different directions, so I just wanted to make sure that they're all not facing the same direction in one area. I'm just kind of a visuals person. Why does he look super sus? Oh, he just wanted a hug. Alright guys, so this is the finished product of the Among Us themed birthday party that I threw for Landon. I could not be more excited with the way everything turned out. These are the party favors that I did for him that are on my channel as well, so if you guys haven't seen that, make sure you watch it. I also have another video up of these sugar cookies that I made that were so much fun to do. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button if you guys like this video, and I will see you guys next time.